Welcome to Watch What Crappens. To get our videos as soon as they're released instead of waiting for a week, head over to our Patreon. That's also where you'll find our bonus episodes and our Discord community. We love you guys. Well, hello and welcome to Watch What Crappens. I'm Ronnie. That's Ben. Hello, Ben.
Hi, Ronnie. How's it going?
Welcome to another summer.
Thank you so much. How are you doing on this summer house premiere day?
Good. Everybody voting goes live. It went live. Just went live now, 5 minutes ago. For the Golden Crappy Awards, round 1 is available now. You can find links at watchwhatcrappens.com or our Instagram or Patreon, wherever you go. Just go to one of those. Also, the links for live streaming have been posted, so you can buy tickets for that. And there are still some tickets available for the LA show on February 27th for the Golden Crappies. It's going to be so much fun. Thank you to everybody who helped us get those nominations together. You guys sent in hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of nominations that we combed through and picked out to make these ballots, and they're so funny. They're really, really good. You guys did a great job, so thank you for that. If you want, go ahead.
I was gonna say, why don't we? After this, I was gonna say we should just tell everyone what the categories are for this year. They can get excited to vote for round 1 of this circus.
Well, go ahead, go for it.
I was gonna say, well, we have our normals. We have Best Bravo Show of the Year, Bravo Celebrity of the Year, Best Non-Housewives Show, Most Memorable Moment, Best Fight, Best Villain, Most Cringe, which is one of our favorite categories, Best Newbie, Best Quote, Best Supporting Character, Biggest Scandal, a lot of scandals. A new category this year is Mother of the Year. We also have the Most Below Deck Moment, Most Promising Professional Journey, and finally, another new category, Best DJ. Best DJ in the world of Bravo. So
go vote, you guys, especially today, Summer House Day, DJ Day. If you want bonus episodes, videos, ad-free listening, or our free newsletter, go sign up at patreon.com. And today we are starting the beginning of season 10, a decade full of Sommerhausen.
By the way,
Sommerhausen is for the boys. It's for the boys.
Sunday.
Schnellerhausen.
Sunday.
Schnellerhausen.
It's the summer of soft. By the way, did you mention that our live streaming is now live as well?
I did. Oh
my God, you're so good.
I did. Let's get on with this fucking recap, shall we?
Just want to make sure the people know the things. All right, Summer House, what'd you think about the premiere?
It was good. It's weird watching it with such young people versus not old people. I mean, look, everyone on this show is younger than me, so they're all children learning lessons to me. But it did seem like a striking difference, right? I mean, even with Sierra, and Sierra doesn't look old or act old or anything. She's not old. I mean, isn't she's still in her 20s? But the new kids are like kids. They're babies. So that was a little weird.
Well, the new kids, I think, are like 25 or 26. It's interesting because they don't seem as young as Lexi. And Lexi was like 27 or so, but she read as like 19, and then Lexi, of course, famously came on with a different Bailey who looked like she was 14. And so everyone was like, who are these children who came on to Summer House? And I feel like the newbies seem age appropriate for on-ramping onto the cast. But it is weird, though, because we do have this like, we do have these tiers of ages in the cast. You have the OGs from 10 years ago who are now in their, like Kyle is 43 or so. Lindsay is pushing 40. Amanda's in her mid 30s, I think. Sierra's at 29. And then you got the newbies. So you just have these 3 sort of phases. Sierra came in midway through the show's run. And so you have different like levels of establishment. And like in reality, I don't know if this group of people are necessarily going to share a house together, but I'm okay with it. I actually think the newbies were great. I was very happy with them. I really love those 2 new girls. At first, it was like, okay, they're trying to like recreate the Paige and Hannah vibe, but I feel like it was authentic. I think they have an authentic relationship, a friendship, and I think Bravo was smart to cast two friends who are friends, not just like Bailey and Lexi again.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. There were just a couple moments where I think the cast looked at them too, like, what the hell, you're children.
Yeah.
And then it was, there was a moment where like the guys come into the new girl's room to talk while they're in bed, and I was like, ooh, get out of here, Uncle Jesse and Uncle fucking the other one, West. Ugh.
Yeah.
But they're not even that much older, so I don't know what it is. I don't know. Maybe it's the new kid at work thing. But I liked it. I thought it was good. Toxic as fuck. I mean, geez, it starts off with Amanda and Kyle, just Amanda hounding. I mean, just pounding Kyle. But then after we kind of find out why, it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is the swan song for Kymanda. I mean, obviously we know that going into this, but wow, it just starts off on a brutal note with the two of them, and it's just going to get worse over the course of the summer. Like, this is going to be hard. I mean, we always say every other season is a bad Kymanda season, right? Like, they have a season of fighting, and then we all say, oh my God, you guys should get divorced. And then they have a good season, and then the good seasons are when we usually focus on like Lindsay and Carl or whatever. And I think last season was a good season for them, which means that, of course, this season's a bad one, and this is going to be the worst one for them because they're going to actually break up. But,
listen, bad couples, you're out there, just couples who are fighting all the time. No one wants to hear it at dinner. You married each other. You chose each other. Your friends warned your asses. We warned your asses. I don't want to have to hear about it during dinner. It's bullshit. Take that shit outside. Fight at home, okay? I didn't marry your stupid asses. Go fight outside.
Yeah. Fight outside. Like Kelly
or in front of a camera,
says,
which you did. So Kyle is giving us the intro because he's the elder. So he's like, these friendships go back 10 plus years. We like to think some of these relationships are unshakable, but in the blink of an eye, everything can change. And yeah, we get the theme song, which is nice because they cut that all last year. But this year we do get a little. Hold for it. Take it over. And they did like a really sad minor key.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like, wow, look at what's happened all in 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like a very dramatic beginning. And then we go to, of course, everyone getting in their cars. So it's Sierra. She's got a big ass GMC. And she's just trying to drive it. And then Kyle and Amanda are in their car and they're loading it. And then Kyle goes, don't forget about me this summer. And she goes, who? Which is funny, but also like bold for him to say that when he's the one going out every single night to DJ across the country. But then he's telling Amanda not to forget about him. It's like, be more present, Kyle.
So Sierra drives and parks near them because they're picking up Amanda because she has decided that this summer she's not driving with Kyle every time just because they're together. She is getting some independence and she's riding with the girls, damn it. And so Kyle's like, are you going to miss me? She's like, no, Kyle. He's like, no, actually, this is healthy. It's a good separation. It's really good. Summer's for the boys. Summer's for the boys. She's like, why are you freaking out? You're acting like I'm going to college, Kyle.
Like, I'm so proud of you. So then Sierra comes by, and then Kyle's like, wait, Sierra, can I say hi to you? Can I say hi to you? And then they hug and everything. She's like, bye, Dad. He's like, buckle up. So then Amanda just hops into Sierra's car. She's just so much happier. And she's like, oh my God, look at like fucking Kyle. Look at him. I know he's like so distraught that I chose to drive out with different people, Kyle.
Thought it was funny. It's such a drunk driver, Kyle, to be like, all right, don't forget to keep your hands at 9 and 3. Like, that's not even the time, Kyle. It's 10 and 2. Sierra says, idiot. So now Kyle is picking up. What?
Just driving with his hands on the sides of the steering wheel.
Well, I guess that's not so bad. 9 and 3.
It's not terrible, but it's just very
9
wide.
and 3. Yeah. It's just wide.
Not as stable.
And so Kyle picks up Carl and Jesse, and summer's for the boys. And Jesse's like, I'm quite excited. God, that mouth Forgot about that mouth. Here it comes. It's like when Alice goes to Wonderland and that Cheshire cat's in the dark and you just see the teeth appear.
Yeah.
Grin.
There's like one shot where he's loading stuff into the back of the car and they put like a GoPro on the back seat or something. And his face just comes right up to the camera as he shoves his bag in and he smiles at it. He's like, hey, there's a camera back there. It was a lot. It was a lot of
It's not flattering, and they really don't. They seem to not like Jesse, which I find hard to believe because he seems nice. I mean, he's been a douchebag on this show, but of course he's on this show, so it's part of the job description. But he seems like he would be nice to the cast and to the crew and stuff. But I saw something today where the cast all went to have sandwiches because they're still on the whole, how many sandwiches have you made me? Like that's their receipts, proof, timeline. That's their slogan of this show. So they were doing another thing for that. So there was a video where they were all having sandwiches and, they sit down, but then the second, like they just show the sandwiches, but the second they started eating, the camera goes right up to Jesse from the side view and he's like, I was like, why do they hate Jesse? Just leave him, even I'm saying leave him alone, but I feel like it's abusive at this point. I feel like it's a pattern now because you've got that and then you've got this GoPro right in his face.
Right in his face. But like that's also kind of his thing. And did you notice that when Jesse showed up, as people arrived on their chyrons, you would see Kyle, it said CEO of Loverboy. For Carl, it said entrepreneur. For Jesse, it said musician. I was like, really?
Oh God, never mind. You know what? Show his stupid face doing whatever you want to. I'm done sticking up for him. That was my only 5 minutes. I can't. Flying in the moon, let me stay. This is not your bar mitzvah. Okay, be quiet.
Doesn't he have an album coming out or something like that? Or
he's come out with a few songs.
He has a Spotify. He's a Spotify artist, Jesse Solomon.
He's got some songs. He's got a lot of songs. I've never made it through an entire one, but that doesn't mean much. Well, I'm still listening to like Ruth Brown. So.
Everybody's got somebody. Is that everybody was a one? Yeah, he's got what would Jesse Solomon do? He's got.
Oh, come on.
He's a crooner. But you know what though? John Legend, people may not realize this, but before he was a pop star, he was a consultant with Boston Consulting Group, BCG. So it just goes to show you can make the jump from corporate person like Jesse was to music, and stardom awaits. So
listen, I'm not saying people shouldn't have dreams. I'm just saying his dreams are annoying. No, he should have them. He should just annoy me less with his dreams, because every time I've seen his dreams or heard his dreams, I turn off his dreams. I scroll through his dreams. I scroll past his dreams. But, you got to have them. So good for him. So Jesse is like, I'm quite excited to be here with everybody. And Carl's like, yeah, I don't think I've ever been this excited to come to the house. Like, ever. Well, it's like I'm so excited. It's like Carl 10.0. It's Carl 10.0. Look at Carl. Officially, I'm past the sober point. Now I'm sober, but I'm also not a wreck. And I'm running a marathon. So it's a big deal. I've come back to season 10 looking like a Lincoln log with teeth. And I'm happy to be here.
I have to say, I liked Carl quite a bit this episode. I feel like Carl has taken some notes and he's realized that he's sort of become a drip at this point. Like, it's great that he's sober. I think we support that. But you don't have to become sober and lame. Like, being sober does not automatically make you lame. But he kind of leaned into being lame, and like everything was about him being, I'm sensitive. I have to be careful. Everyone was so careful about Carl. And this is the first season in a few years where he's come in kind of like, oh, hey, I'm actually a fun person, Yeah,
like, I think it takes you a couple years with sobriety to like kind of refined, you know what I mean? Not refined, but to find again who you are, because especially if you're around a bunch of people who are drinking and drugging, you're like, how do I fit into this? Who am I? Do I still even wear tight jeans? Like, I can feel them now. I feel my balls being pushed into the back of my throat. So not really sure who am I? Who am I? So I think that's kind of normal.
Robs.
But there was definitely something behind his eyes I noticed this season, which was nice because I feel like he's been completely vacant. His eyes have, like, nobody's been there the past couple of seasons. So it's nice to see, Carl resurfacing. Which Carl will it be? We're going to need a few episodes to find out.
Yeah, I agree. He even says later on in the episode like that, oh, I've been sober for a few years now, but now I'm actually kind of like more of a, like I'm back to being a human now, which I think really has been coming through in this episode so far, right? I think we see just the fact that he's excited to come to the house. Maybe the life force that was draining him was Lindsay. Quite possibly. Who would have ever thought?
Yeah. But listen, Lindsay's been draining us for 10 years, and I just love it. I just keep coming back from her.
She's been
drain me,
filling
Lindsay.
us and draining us. She pokes a hole in us, but then fills us.
Well, we know that Carl is really making a change this year because he's like, guys, I have an announcement. Would it be like crazy if I took the downstairs bedroom? Would that be nuts? Like, why? Why would you want that? It's the noisiest one. No one ever sleeps. Why? And he's like, oh, because I want to be more in the mix, guys. Carl 10.0, more in the mix. Yeah. This is in the mix, Carl.
I'm not into mixed drinks, but I'm into the mix in general. Hey, I have a question. If you add water to me, do I become a brownie? Because I'm in the mix. Oh, yeah.
It does make a difference if you use coconut oil versus olive oil. Just saying. In the mix. It's Carl in the mix.
Please don't overbake me because I want to be a soft brownie. Thank you.
I tried making brownies with olive oil. It did not work. They tasted disgusting. Disgusting. Horrible.
Instead of vegetable oil, you're
Nasty.
saying, right?
Yeah, or coconut oil. Coconut oil I like better because it's sweet, you know?
But the olive oil was too many of those like floral kind of bitter notes in there.
Yeah, it was bitter. It was gross. So they're like, why are you sleeping downstairs? He's like, yeah, I'm in the mix. It's Carl in the mix. So are you and Wes going to room together again, Jesse Solomon? Listen to your song. Listen to it today. Well, I ran practicing for the marathon. New Carl. Well, Jesse Solomon too. It's a good one. It's a good song.
Then I was thinking like, what would DJ Kyle Cook do to that song? Because you know what he might do? He might mix it in the mix. That song's in the mix. I'm trying to say remix. DJ Joe, come on, guys. New Carl. So Kyle's like, if you're wondering where West is, he's driving out with a buddy. So would you be upset if he shared a room with his buddy? And Jesse's like, no, like not at all. Yeah, I heard his name is KJ. That's all I know about him. That's pretty cool. Jesse will be so upset. And that's what Jesse gets for abandoning his bestie all of last summer to hang out with Lexi.
Not only abandoning him, but apparently shit-talking him all summer with Lexi. You know, let's not forget the bombshells that Lexi dropped, where Jesse was incredibly jealous of West and always trying to get more followers and screen time than West and upset that she was flirting, you know, all that stuff. So we found out last year that there is like a simmering jealousy there. From Jesse against West. And so he's like, what problem with him just like having fun, having a new friend? No, I don't have a problem with that at all. He's gonna lose it.
He's gonna lose his mind. Yep. He's gonna be I think Jesse really likes being the center of attention, and that comes from girls and boys, and I think it's gonna be hard for him. Especially because if West and KJ wind up like really broing out, Jesse's going to feel left out. Speaking of which, we now go over to West's car where KJ is there, and we meet KJ. This is West's friend, and KJ is very cute. He's a model. He sort of looks like a 3D animated character to me. Like he should be like on the menu screen of something. Does that make sense? You know? Should
He's
be
like beginner, intermediate, or super stealth killer.
Yeah, and you choose the middle. It's like, great choice. And then it like moves to the side. How about
he has kind of
how
like
many
a teenager.
players?
He's got kind of like a teenager voice, which I like. I don't know. He seems nice. They gave him more lines than most. I mean, he made it into the edit, which was nice because usually the new guys don't get into the edit at all. They just like put them in the background. You know, you see them with like a slice of pizza. Like, I'm here too. I've had sex before. It's like, no one's listening to you, sir. But I think he already had more lines than most everybody that we've seen, except Emerald. Emerald had some decent lines because he came in with like the
motorcycle,
the orgy monologues and stuff.
I worry about KJ's longevity on this show because, as we will get to, one of his first things is that he has anxiety. And I'm like, I don't know if the summer house is the best place for you, buddy. But
he's also young, you know. He's like at that age where you have to have something to talk about. And he's like, I have anxiety. And then the other girl's like, hey, and she's already crying. So I think it's great. Yeah, I think it's a generational thing. It's like, hey, nice to meet you. Here's my problems. I have crippling anxiety. I have it right now. I might fall off this ladder. What do you think about that? It's like,
Ladder drama. So West is like, so KJ says, you know, like, hey, so how'd you come up with this theme for this party tomorrow? And West says, because like the fucking 4th of July, like it's so generic, but like everyone knows it. So like I was just gonna give it a little twist because like I'm a country bumpkin, you know, so county fair. And KJ's like, yeah, that brings me back to my roots, bro. It's like, yeah, everyone knows that like, you know, I'm like annoying about being from Missouri. And so like now that we got two, because like KJ, he's like mild mannered, and then like 3 or 4 tequila sodas, he'll just like throw his grill in and flip his hat backwards, and he starts to rage. It's crazy. A hat backwards.
yeah. He's like, yeah, okay, well, the boys like rip it up, and then the girls, you know, like the girls, like they like, I guess, staying in bed. So we're gonna try and get him out this year. He's like, yeah, bro, let's get him out this year. Yeah. And Amanda's married to Kyle, and Sierra, I mean, I don't know, maybe she still hates me for no reason. I guess we'll have to see. I'm just a dopey boy.
I'm just a boy. By the way, what are your thoughts on his hair this season? Current haircut?
Always a miss, but he's doing it on. He does it on purpose. I think he's doing that whole like barstool sports. Like, I'm just a sloppy guy. If you can't smell beer on me, I'm not doing my job. You know, he's like, I have really long armpit hair. You know, it's kind of his thing. It's just like, you just know, I smell kind of like the inside of a mobile home. You know, that's probably his like cologne to smell like that. I'm like fresh out of a shower, just inside of a mobile home spray, just so people think I'm grungy enough to be like a barstool guy.
Yeah, I think his hair's all right. I mean, the first year he had the big poof. Second year he had that middle part, which I detested. And I think now it's just sort of like general mess that I think is just sort of, it's fine. It's fine for me.
It's an extreme effort to not be a metrosexual. Hey, someone today posted a picture of Kyle Cook next to JD Vance and said, I can't believe that Kyle Cook is older than JD Vance. And Kyle, I think, is 43 and JD Vance is 41. And I was like, holy shit. I mean, I think that's kind of the difference. Like, Kyle's kind of got the metrosexual thing going where it's like facials, do your hair, product, tweeze, groom. And West is like, no. JD
Vance is 41 years old. That's shocking
crazy
to me. Is this like the first time that I've been older than someone that's like a president or vice president? I don't even know how I feel about that.
I wondered the whole time was like, I wonder how old the couch was that he fucked.
I know. Which couch would you rather sit on, the Summer House couch or the JD Vance couch? That's just a thought for the audience. It's a nonpartisan question. Really cuts across all political parties. Don't get mad. Don't get mad, people who voted for the couch.
Get mad. Stay mad. Everyone else is. So, and rightfully so. The world's going to shit. Be mad. Okay? If you're not mad, you're not paying attention.
That is for sure. But
okay, so KJ, so he's like, yeah, okay, so basically I would try to tell you not to date somebody, but I mean, that can get ugly pretty quick, especially if the New York Times comes a calling. Watch out for that one.
So KJ is saying he's not going to try to date anyone in the house, and because he used to be a lover boy, which I don't know if he's contractually allowed to even say that without, you know, paying some royalties to Kyle Cook at this point. So it's like, don't say those words.
Yeah, his thing is like, I'm not a fuckboy. I fall in love in the first 5 minutes. So I'm going to try not to do that. And KJ, this is where it starts. This is our first warning bell for KJ. Is this whole like, well, it's just me. I really want a relationship. I'm always in a relationship, but now I guess I'll try to be a fuck boy, you know, because I'm just heartbroken. And that's kind of a red flag if somebody is like, oh, I'm just heartbroken. So they can be a fuck boy. So I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
Another red flag.
Yeah.
Another red flag is he's a model. So that's already just something to be wary of.
A skateboarding model.
A model on wheels. So
with anxiety. A skateboarding model, anxiety. Not a fuck boy. I don't know what I'm believing and what I'm not yet.
Maybe you'll feel less anxious if you're not rolling as much. I mean, like for me, if you put me on a skateboard, my anxiety goes through the roof. So I find it like very amusing that that's actually something that he says takes away his anxiety. Because I'm like I don't want to be in a situation where I can fall and hurt myself. That makes me incredibly nervous. I'm incredibly, David, incredibly nervous. It's not safe. So KJ basically is like,
there's something freeing in it. I was riding my Vespa around yesterday because it was finally warm enough, and I was like, I could die at any moment because I haven't ridden it for a little while, and I was like, oh my god, people running you off the road. People get nasty when you're on a scooter sometimes, and so there was some of that happening. And I was at a stoplight, and across the street was Angeline, Evangeline. Evangeline.
I saw her right by your place.
Me?
I saw her right
She's
by your
always
place
driving
also.
around that pink car. She's in that thing. I think she's just driving around to like wave to her fans or whatever because I see her all the time. So it was her. And then it was that guy in the, I don't know if you've ever seen him, but it's kind of a lowrider, but with gigantic wheels and like flags all over it. And I think it's Hulk Hogan that's like stenciled onto this town is so crazy. So it was them, and then a guy came up revving his engine at me, and I was like, this is the intersection I could die. What if I died like right between the Hulk Hogan guy, the Evangeline guy, and whoever this douchebag neck is? I mean, what a way to go. But it did make me feel better. I was like, this is so fun. This is so freeing and fun.
That sounds like a great way to alleviate your anxiety. Being caught in a four-way with Angeline, Hulk Hogan car guy, and a douchebag.
Just sitting there on my little beige scooter in the, in the jungle of Los Angeles, unprotected. I felt like just such a badass.
When you ride your Vespa, do you ever like close your eyes and put your arms out and have like a moment, like a cinematic moment?
No.
And be like, I'm free.
That's not
at
how
last.
that works.
I'm free. I'm free. And the rain comes down and you just look up and then you just drive around and then you drive through the front window of Lala's.
No, that's not how Vespas work. And I've been thrown off the Vespa. So nope, there is no letting go. There's no letting go. Anyway, the point is, I don't know that I trust this guy. So we go back to Sierra and the girls' car, and they're getting the new girls, and I got a page alert because this girl was really giving heavy page energy in the beginning because she had on like a bow. Paige is just kind of like, I'm just a prissy girl from, upstate. Or whatever. Yeah. I wear bows. She was giving that.
Yeah. She came on and she's like, well, hello. I'm your new Paige DeSorbo. Nice to meet you all. Her name is Bailey, which is that's already very.
Isn't it
Bailey
Levi?
Did not do so.
No, her name is Levi.
There's Bailey and Levi. Wait. Bailey is the talkative one. Levi is the more quiet one who wore corn on her head.
Levi is the one with corn on her head. Yeah, that's the one I think had Paige.
Oh, that one had the Paige energy.
Yeah, she was wearing like a bow,
Hannah.
Not a bow, but like a scrunchy kind of thing, and like a, I don't know how to explain it. And she's the brunette as well. She's the one I thought was going to be the new Paige, but she didn't seem to be very Paigey once it started going.
Yeah, Levi seems like the type that in about like 10 years from now there'll be a piece in like Eater LA about this person who used to be on reality TV and now has opened up a really trendy cafe in East Hollywood.
I can see that.
Like homemade biscuits. And like that's her whole thing is like, I did reality TV and it was not for me. Like I can already see that stage of her life when she like turns this chapter into like her hipster red badge of courage. Like I did that and it just was like so not for me. So I just had to like leave that world behind and move to LA. And like now I make these bacon scones and they just sort of like took off from there. And then it's like there's lines of hipsters at the block going to Levi's little scone shop. I love her. I want to go. Can I go to your scone shop?
So it's Bailey and Levi. Bailey is like a bombshell blonde, and she looks like Amanda Seyfried, kind of. And she's like, yeah, I'm not the kind of person who would normally join a share house, but my goal is to let loose and have fun and get out of my house because like I'm like sick of myself and I want to meet people the opposite of me, because I need to try things and be around guys because I'm like never around guys and I just want to be crazy, like, I mean, I'm already crazy, but like fun crazy, not just like crazy. It's going to be so fun. I can't wait.
I found that her voice sounded like a Muppet Babies version of Erica Jane. I don't know if that's anything if you picked up on that as well. But you know how like Erica Jane sort of talks in that like clipped way where like we do an impersonation of Erica Jane where she's like, but if you actually really listen to Erica Jane, she seems to talk like this quite a bit. But this girl was like talking like this a little bit. I just felt like it was like Muppet Babies-ish. And that was like very amusing to me. I don't know. I find like Erica Jane on her own, like not amusing. Muppet Baby Erica Jane, very amusing.
Yeah, I didn't really get it. I only got Amanda Seyfried and that she cried at the first dinner. And that I kind of liked her because she seems like kind of a mess.
Is it possible that I'm just projecting things onto her? And
No, I'm just
creating these personas. I'm like, oh God, she just seems like she fucks guys all weekend long, and good for her. I love her. I'm just like creating their own characters.
The other one has bacon scones, a bacon scone trademark.
The other one's she's like a 1978 Meryl Streep with that blonde hair. She's always in a divorce battle with Dustin Hoffman. So Amanda's like, so how long have you two been friends? She's like, well, it feels like it's been childhood, but it's really only been 2 years. So Bailey says, so we met on Instagram, and like she DM'd me and she was like, well, we have way too many mutual friends. Like, how do we not know each other? And then I was like, you're so cute. You're right. So we went to coffee, and like literally an hour later, I was like sitting on her couch. Like day one, I was on her couch. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, like we're total friends. She has the couch. So then Amanda starts immediately bitching, which I think is so funny. So they're like, oh my God, yeah, like we're such good friends. Like we rage. Like we have such a good time. We love couches. We go party together. We're each other's best friends. And Amanda's like, yeah, Kyle rages a lot too. Without me at the club because he's a fucking DJ loser. We couldn't be more different about it. He's always out late because he's a DJ. Hey, Kyle. So you're like, okay, well, nice to meet you. It's going to be a fun summer.
You too. Fun drive that we have ahead of us. She's like, how long have you guys been married? She's like, 4 very long years. He just started DJing. And Bailey's like, are we into the DJ vibe? Or you said he was over 40, right? And he just started, right? Are we into that? Or
she's like 100% not supportive. She goes, yeah, that's a midlife thing, girl. It happened to my dad. And then Sierra and Amanda just start cracking up because, of course, like Kyle is being compared to these girls' dad without them even thinking twice about it. And Levi's like, wait, your dad was a DJ? And she goes, no, he wasn't a DJ, but he did buy 18 motorcycles when he turned 45. So like I could see you doing that to yourself, you know, Levi, like becoming a DJ and staying out every night, like being tired all the time, like DJ Bacon Scone.
So Levi's like, DJ Bacon Scone. I don't think that Kyle's doing this because I just met you. But I do feel like people use that as an excuse to just like, Bailey, will you help me out here? Go out and leave their wives. Yeah, I think that's what's happening here. Do you ever think that?
That was a nice way to put it because her face said, that man is cheating on you constantly. Yeah. That is an excuse for your man to go out and fuck young people at night. That is what he is doing.
I feel like Levi has I feel like her face says a lot of things. Her face is often saying something along the lines of that man is cheating on you. And I really like that in her.
Yeah, I do too. I find it refreshing when someone's like, I don't know you people and I don't care. Your husband's probably cheating on you. You know that, right? Has anybody told you that? Oh my God, are you the internet? So then Sierra's like, yeah, that might have something to do with it. So we see a flashback to Sierra and Amanda talking 5 weeks ago. And Amanda's like, I wanted him to start partying, so he found a career where he stays out late and parties. I'm like, should I be mad?
And Sierra's like, I think you should be fucking pissed about it. So we're back to the present, and Sierra says, people are just like becoming DJs because they don't want to go home. And I think that like people should just be honest about that. So, yeah, not great. So now the girls arrive at the Hamptons, and they basically park their car and leave the trunk open so the guys take in their bags. And then they go up to the front door, and it's like tense because we all are bracing for this door to be stuck, and it opens up smoothly. At this point, I'm actually a little upset. I'm upset that they fixed the door. I think that like it's, yeah, you know, it's like it's part of the experience.
You can't be upset. This is Summer House, and this is the show of changing men. That door is a man. That door is like, hey, I'm door 4.0. I'm different. Yeah. I've totally changed. And within 3 weeks, it'll be stuck again, locking people out.
I hope so. I really do. So they have some drinks, and then they go outside. There's like a whole Carnival County Fair thing that's set up in advance of West's party, and there's like a little. It's not like a it's not a carousel, but it looks like a carousel. It's like a gazebo. So they all climb into it and everything. And they're like, oh, this is cool. This is fun.
Yeah. I like when they saw chairs at the front door and Sierra's like, that's giving Lux. There's chairs. So they go in, they get some drinks going and look at the backyard and stuff like that. And Leva's like, oh my God, I love games. She's like, oh my God, me too. We're best friends. That's why we're friends. We love games. Yeah. So they're trying to guess who is going to walk into the house too first. And they go outside to, talk, whatever. Because Summer House, we complain about this on Housewives, but it's 10 times as bad on Summer House. It's like half an hour of hellos. It's like, hi. Every weekend they come. They're like, oh my God, hi. They hug each other. What are you doing? Oh my God, hi. You look so cute. So they do that. And meanwhile, West and KJ arrive.
Yeah. And then they see the bags and they're like, we're not taking those in. So they just walk in and they say hi. KJ introduces himself to all the girls and stuff. And Wes is like, did you guys leave the trunk open so that like we'd get your shit? And Sierra's like, that's exactly what we did. That was your first test. And Sierra tells us, West, to tackle the subject of West. In the past, it's been hard for me to sort my big feelings. But my goal for the summer is that I'm not going to eat him alive. I'm working on being less rigid and I'm working on being less of a bitch. So, that's good because if she was still upset at West this summer, and she's allowed to still be upset, but we all know the rule on these shows is you're allowed to have a feud with someone for one season, but if you carry it into a second one, it's done. It's done. And the audience is going to turn against you. So she's doing the right thing by changing her attitude.
So the guys are making small talk with the noobs, and Bailey is from Indianapolis, which is huge. It's a big deal. And Sierra's talking about the first weekend, and they're complimenting each other's glasses and stuff. And KJ is like, yeah, this is my first time to the Hamptons. I was in Europe for the past 2 years for like modeling, but like prior to that, I'm just like a pro skateboarder. So I'm skating a lot and shit. That's what I do. If you're ever wondering, what would KJ do? The answer is skate. He'd skate.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I'm a skater.
Skateboarding, man. Yeah, I got my first skateboard when I was like 6 or 7. And then when I was 19, I went viral for a trick that I invented. Yeah, I invented a trick. And we see a shot of him doing this trick where he's like, the skateboard's like on like a bench or something. And he's like goes over it, but then his like foot comes off and then he comes and he lands. It's like, yeah.
Well, yeah, I was trying to figure out, because I'm not like a skateboard person, obviously. I do love the idea of things that roll you places. So I always loved the idea of a skateboard, but I just kept falling off. I couldn't do it. But yeah, he does. I've seen the thing where you jump the skateboard on to like a bar or something, and then he slides it down the bar, and then it goes off the bar. And did he invent the part where he flips the skateboard before it goes back to the ground?
I don't think so. I think it's that. Maybe it's that he had like one leg off of it or something like that. I don't know. Let's see. What skateboard trick did KJ invent? Okay, KJ Dillard. Oh, Dillard's. So the 1 foot crooked grind. I mean, obviously, Ronnie, the 1 foot crooked grind.
Yeah, you got
it. The
it.
1 foot crooked grind is a variation of a standard crooked grind, where 1 foot is taken off the board during the grind, and he invented it. So look at that, everyone. 1 foot crooked grind. Poor Kyle. He's still doing the 2 foot one. So old and lame.
Dumbass. Yeah. These kids are
you got to have 2 feet on the skateboard at all time. It's safe. 10 and 3.
So he's talking about New York, because I guess he's new to New York too. So basically they just cast him to be on this show. So he came. And so he's trying to talk his way around it. He's like, yeah, I had an interest in New York, but like, I don't know if I ever wanted to like live there, but I got anxiety thinking about it because I have anxiety. And when I first came here, I was like, oh, it's kind of dope, because like everyone in the Midwest is nice for no reason, Like finally I came to New York and someone was like, what is that, crooked grind? Straighten up your grind, you fucking loser. I was like, yeah, I'm home.
Crooked grind. So Wes is like, hey, Amanda, have you ever ridden out here without Kyle? Yeah, and I just wanted to ride out with the girls, find some happiness in life once and for all. So they're like, oh, where is he anyway? And so now Jesse is 7:26
I would have ridden out with Kyle, but I was afraid he would leave in the middle of the drive to go do a DJ set somewhere.
So 7:26 p.m., Jesse, Carl, and Kyle arrive. They say hi. They meet KJ. They come on in. West is like, by the way, Carl, KJ's dad played for the Pirates. Carl's like, whoa, that's amazing. I threw out the first pitch at the Pirates game recently, so I guess you could say that I played for the Pirates too. Cool, softball.
Kind of invented a move. The crooked catch a ball grind. Crooked catch a ball on 1 foot grind. It's pretty big.
Called the crooked soft.
Look it up.
Crooked soft.
Crooked soft.
You throw a ball with 1 foot. But softly.
You have to be soft on 1 foot. It's different. It's a variation.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, you'll hear a bit more about it because I'll be in the mix this year. So get ready.
So Kyle comes in and he's like, guys, if anybody has stuff in the car, it's about to downpour. It's about to be downpour out there. And Sierra says, okay, the GMC, the girls' car, you guys, can we talk about this? Kyle, please. He's like, what, you can't get your own luggage? What is this, a team effort? Like, your muscles don't work? Like, what's going on? The guys have to do it. Come on.
It's literally about to rain. So Sierra tells us that, Kyle's my friend, but I don't like when I hear things from Amanda about how she's being treated, and then I have to sit there and smile and giggle in your face knowing these things, but like I can't get involved because it's not my marriage. I'm like, in polite society, that is correct, but you're on a reality TV show, so have at it. That's what I say.
Yeah, I believe in not getting involved in your friends' marriages, but if they're doing it at the dinner table, you bet your ass I'm going to be involved because that's what you get. If you fight at dinner, I'm going to take a side and I'm going to tell you what my side is because I'm going to be in the fight. People aren't going to fight at dinner without me in the fight. I'm going to get in the fight too. So don't fight at dinner then.
Yep. So Kyle's getting really mad because Sierra does not want to grab her own bags. And I was like, but it's going to storm. Like, we need to come out, group effort. Like, the whole place is going to sweep away. It's crazy. Come on. And everyone just is ignoring Kyle. And he's like, has that dumbfounded look on his face. Like, guys, why can't anyone see that there's like a storm? We got to do this. And just cuts a commercial break on Kyle being frustrated that no one wants to help him take bags out of the car.
Yeah. So now it's room time. They start talking about rooms and, where they're going to go. It's announced that Carl is going to mix it up. I'm going to mix it up this season. They're picking rooms, and then Amanda's showing the noobs their rooms, and they're going to get to room together because they're new. And Amanda's like, Kyle, by the way, don't embarrass yourself in front of the new girls. Like, don't go too hard in the paint.
Yeah. What? Like, oh, yeah, well, thanks for the pep talk. And So Carl is meanwhile like saging his room. He's like, well, it's the first summer I'm going to sage. I'm going to smudge out all the badness. Now that I'm in the mix, I'm going to put some sage in the mix too. Summer 2025 is a summer of Carl. Carl 10.0 because I'm confident and I'm healthy. And what everyone wants to hear from the least lame person in the house, we're going to be running a marathon. Yeah, you heard it here first. I'm running in the marathon. I'm the annoying runner guy. Officially. Well, I've been the annoying runner guy, but now I'm like annoying for a longer distance, So, I've been sober, I've been healthy for all these years, and now I'm finally becoming like a real human being who's in the mix and running in the mix for 26 miles.
Yeah. Sierra's joking with Jesse about having a bench in his shower, and he's like, hey, open door policy, by the way, if that wasn't clear, you can always come use the bench in my bathroom.
Mm-hmm. And then Sierra and Jesse are sort of like hanging out on a bed together. And she's like, oh my God, you're so fucking anal, because she gets on his bed and like she has her shoes on. And he's like, could you not put your shoes? He gives her a look like he's smiling through gritted teeth. Like, please don't put your shoes on my bed right now. She's like, oh, fine, I'll take my shoes off.
Yeah. So they talk about missing Paige. And he's like, yeah, she'll be hard to replace, or I'll gossip with you guys in bed. And she's like, yeah, it'll be perfect. I mean, you can't replace Paige, but, if you want to be a part of the Gossip Girls, you can, but you just have to keep your mouth shut, okay? Do you think you can do that? He's like, literally shut it right now. It's shut. It's not shut. A fly just went into your mouth. Close your mouth. It's closed. It's not. Get the fuck out of it. You're not going to be part of this group. You open mouth motherfucker.
no, I will not say anything that I hear in bed. She goes, well, I want you to repeat that back to yourself. I will not share anything I hear in bed, but I will bring bountiful information. Which is a lie. He will bring bountiful information, but he will also bring bountiful information from the bed to others. I guarantee it.
Yeah, we know these shows. The guys are the worst gossips on the whole show.
Mm-hmm.
So they pinky promise, and then Amanda and West are in the kitchen, and she's like, "Oh my God, do you have like a C on your phone? What is that? Is that for Sierra?" And he's like, it was on my kickball jersey for captain, but now that you mention it, I guess it does stand for Sierra. God damn it. She's like, well, it's so weird because you have a C on your phone for Sierra. You know, that's also a different way you can spell Kyle.
Then we go to Jesse and Sierra, and Jesse's like, so do you think that you and Wes are going to get back on like friendly terms this summer? She's like, I guess only God will tell. If he's not busy, he probably has other things to deal with than trying to predict what my relationship with Wes is going to be. Yeah, because it's not in God's hands, it's in your hands. She's like, yeah, I've been praying about it. It's a joke, by the way. I'm not praying about it at all.
He's like, no way, that's huge. You've been praying about it? Wow. It's like, yeah, don't make it a big deal. Just wipe that smile off your face. It is. I'm not smiling. You are. Stop smiling. I'm not. Stop fucking. I'm not. Get out of my bed. So then we go to Bailey and Levi. They're walking by the room and they see them in the bed talking. And they're like, oh my God, sorry to interrupt you. We just wanted to see who was in what room, but it's you. So, okay, I guess you can go back to it. We'll just come here.
Guess we kind of interrupted a moment there. Okay, just newbie alert. Don't mind us. And then Kyle, Amanda, and AJ and Wes are in the kitchen. And Kyle's like, I just realized my friend Ben also modeled, and he's coming tomorrow too. And Amanda's like, wow, models. Yeah, models. Yeah. He's like, I'm just saying, I think they're gonna get along because like KJ's a model, Ben's a model, you know? Because like models, they get along naturally, right?
I have to do is put two models in a room and then just they talk. I mean, what do models do? I don't know. They'll be in a room together. Tell you this much, they'll be thin. They're thin people in a room. I really know. What do models talk about?
As we all know, models are the most fascinating people in the world, so it's really great that Bravo cast 2 of them on their show this year. So Bailey's asking KJ how long he's been a model, and he's like, I don't know, like 6 or 7 years, something like that. I don't know. They call me Crooked Model because I can model on one foot. That's pretty cool.
So West is like, yeah, guys, Kyle is like a little older than us, but he's like the craziest motor on a human being I've ever seen, guys. And they're like, oh my God, like he doesn't stop. Yeah, like I'll be like, Kyle, it's fucking 4. Let's go to bed. Yeah, and then he comes to bed at 4 a.m. and goes, Amanda, and post me until I wake up and remember that I'm extremely depressed that I married this fucking loser. I mean, she's just really coming for Kyle. She's not letting up on Kyle.
But maybe justifiably so. And Bailey goes, oh, hell no, I would kill you. It's like, well, you're 20. I mean, how old are you? She's like, I'm 30.
Wow, she's 30? I would not have guessed that. I didn't even hear her say that.
I didn't hear her say that either. I thought she was like 27. And Wes like, oh my God, same, you're 30, but I'm also kind of like 13. I'm like kind of a little boy, you know? So were you born in 95? She's like, yeah, I was. And Kyle goes, 95? Shortly thereafter, I had my first oral sex. Ah. They're
like while we were being born or... So now Carl comes out. He's like, wow, hey guys, it's me. Do you recognize me? Am I different? In the mix. I'm in the mix. Hey guys, ordering a pizza. I'm ordering a pizza. I'm going to order like 10 pizzas. What do you think of that?
Hey, I would normally ask what sort of toppings everyone wants, but these pizzas are all going to be in the mix. So it should be a little bit of everything. Just in the mix right now. So
now KJ and Sierra are on the couch talking, and he's like, yeah, you know, like I can hang with boys, but like I like grew up around women. So, you know, I have younger sisters and my mom raised me. And she's like, oh, so you know female energy. So where does your family live? And he's like, yeah, Arizona, but like I'm from Kansas City, but I'm from Arizona. And then my mom's a nurse. She's like, oh my God, my mom's a nurse and I'm a nurse. He's like, yeah, great.
I see you. By the way, another fuckboy warning is I was raised by women, so I understand women and I get along with women in a different way. That's also usually a very good tactic. Although, oddly enough, I'm not getting like crazy fuckboy vibes off of KJ. I think, honestly, the anxiety thing worked really well on me because I'm like, well, he can't be a fuckboy. He's got anxiety. He's probably focused on himself right now. But that would be actually total fuckboy behavior. So now they're starting to set the table for the pizza, and Sierra spills on herself, and Carl is like, all right, everyone, well, I want to make a speech from the mix. Okay, just want to say Carl 10.0 is here. Hope you guys are ready for some pizza. It's going to be a bit of a marathon session, which is my way of saying I'll be running a marathon. So, guys, you need me, I'll be up at 7 in the morning, running all over the place. But we have a lot of single people here, so all the single ladies, get your hands up for some pizza.
It's like, yeah, literally everyone's single except the married people. And Carl goes, man, we forgot our hardware. We didn't bring our hardware. And he lifts his hand. And Amanda goes, no, it's because Kyle lost his wedding ring. And I said, I'm not wearing mine until he gets a new one. And it gets kind of awkward. And Jesse's like, oh, it's okay. You can cosplay as single.
Think they're already doing that. Also, the Kyle lost his wedding ring, so I'm not going to wear mine until he gets a new one that's a strange perspective, I think, unless she believes that, unless it's all a lie, right? They're just not wearing their wedding rings because they're
he's going out to clubs every night DJing without his wedding ring. I think she's like, yeah, I'm not going to wear mine then. What am I, a fucking moron? I'm just going to sit here with this chain around my finger while you're out there fucking 20-year-olds? No, sir.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
So then out of nowhere, Levi's like, okay, hi, I'm Levi. I just got out of a 12-year relationship. And they're like, whoa, what? How old are you? She goes, yeah, it's like super fresh. It's not super fresh because it was 2 years ago. So how old were you when you started dating? And she's like, yeah, I was 15. So I'm just like truly finding out who I am now without this man. You know what I mean? It's like 15 to like now. Like, it's been crazy. And they're all kind of doing the math in their head. And Bailey says, yeah, like you have no dating experience. I was in a relationship for 2 years. It was super toxic. He cheated on me. And then he broke up with me at Sweet Green.
Like, at Sweet Green. God. Amanda goes, not Sweet Green. Not even Kyle would do that. And he's terrible.
He told me to meet him at Sweet Green. And when I got done at the gym, and Carl's like, did he do it before or after you date or after you ate? Because like it's a big salad. It's an expensive salad.
Do you know if he had a good workout, by the way, beforehand? I'd love just curious. Was it a good workout at the gym? No. She's like, it was before, because they're like, I remember salad spilling everywhere. And everyone's like, what? Kyle's like, you spilled the $20 salad? How could you do that? She's like, well, because I had ordered the motherfucker a salmon salad because I knew he liked salmon. Oh my God, one of the more expensive items on the menu. Wow. Yeah. And so he walked to the front door. He dropped my keys on the table. And then I look up and he's just staring at me and said, I'm moving out. And he points and everything he owned was in a suitcase outside the Sweet Green. And he just walked out. First of all, by the way, I'd like to say, you have everything you own in a suitcase and you leave it outside the Sweet Green. I'm not taking my hand off that thing.
Who leaves their suitcase outside the Sweet Green in New York City? That's crazy.
That's going to get stolen. So
she's like, I dropped the salad and I chased after him. And I was like, what do you mean you're moving out? I just got you a salmon salad. Where are you going? And then he moved to LA the next day, you guys. The next day. LA.
Wow. Talk about bitter greens as opposed to a Sweet Green. Carl's 11.0 loves that joke. In the mix.
That breakup salad was made from arugula.
Carl is so happy that there's like a worse breakup story on Summer House now than him and Lindsay.
The Sweet Green. So did he tell you he cheated? And she goes, I found out after. So like he didn't come out clean. And like I found out after, and it was the worst day of my entire life, like without any shadow of a doubt. Like I was so upset with him and was so heartbroken. I didn't give a shit. So I'm really excited about this summer. So thank you for the question, Carl. I did not mean to cry the first day.
KJ is like, well, yo, don't ever apologize for crying, man. And Carl's like, yeah, everybody at this table has cried their eyes out in this room, in some room in this house. Everyone's cried.
We're just used to it being because of Lindsay. But this was refreshing.
Yeah, salad tears. It's a different kind of vibe. We like that. Like, Sarah's like, yeah, especially Kyle. He's cried the most. Like, I'm crying right now over that salmon. What a waste. Man.
How did we not get a montage of Kyle crying? We needed this. So they all cheers each other, and Bailey's like, okay, Kyle, so I've cried. So now I'll make Amanda cry. So what about your DJ career? Why don't you tell us about that? He's like, oh, God, I'll tell you when it started. In the womb. The wiggy in the womb.
I want to start my own business, and he got so mad about it that he decided that he wanted to be a DJ to spite me, and then he became a DJ, which Kyle's like, oh, that's an amazing summary of events. And she's like, well, tell me where I went wrong. No, I will say, I mean, I don't like the situation with his DJing. It does not seem like he's tending to what is supposed to be the love of his life. But I never took it that Kyle started it to spite Amanda. It was more like in the conversations, he admitted that he wanted to be a DJ, but he was doing this corporate thing because this is what was right. And the vibe was like, well, then be a DJ. Why are you not doing the thing you want to love? So he started doing the thing that he loves. And now Amanda's like, he's doing it to spite me, which like, I personally did not get that takeaway, but he may be going out and taking so many gigs to spite her. But
well, I mean,
what did you think?
I think Amanda's going a little too hard at this right now before we hear what she has to say later. At this point, I was like, God, she's really not relenting. Like, she's going so hard and like purposely trying to start fights at dinner and all of this. But from what I remember, Kyle was like literally crying because she wanted to go start a bikini line. He's like, you can't leave Loverboy.
Right.
And so it became her being like, oh my God, if you want to start a business, start a business. Because he was like literally sitting there crying and throwing a temper tantrum that she wanted to have a bikini line for girls with big boobs, and he couldn't take it. So, you know, I don't know that it was to spite her, but I can see how she's like, oh, wow, so I want to start a business. So now that means that you can stay out every day till 6 a.m. Like, great.
Right. And meanwhile, my business gets completely overshadowed by your DJ career, which is the only thing that people talk about. So I understand why she's frustrated. I just didn't. I was like, I'm going to give this one little thing to Kyle, which is that I don't think he started it to spite her. But I think that maybe his distance from her maybe there's some spite in that. I don't know. But now
he wants to go out every night and do whatever he wants until 6 a.m. He's been like that since they've started their relationship. So he's just giving himself a reason to go do, you know, and he's also tying it in with Loverboy because he's like, yeah, you know, like I get to really go promote Loverboy because I'm sure he takes cases of Loverboy and everybody buys Loverboy and stuff. So he's like selling his thing and getting paid to DJ. So he's like, I'm saving the biz. I'm saving the family business. You know, he's given himself this whole workaround.
Yeah. At what point, this is like an honest question. Loverboy has now been around on the show for several years, like 7 or 8 years. At what point, like, does it stop being such like a horse and pony show, dog and pony show, whatever show that involves a pony? When does it stop being that? Like, I understand you always have to promote your product, but doesn't it sort of feel like at a certain point, Loverboy should be big enough now that it's like, it's on the trajectory of like Poppy. So Poppy, everyone knows what Poppy is, I think. And we know, we are part of the Poppy origin story. We're not part of it, but we observed the Poppy origin story because the people who created Poppy were on House Hunters. And we recapped that House Hunters episode several years ago. And they were like, we have a new soda and it's doing well in Whole Foods. And now they sold like a $1 billion deal with whoever it was, Pepsi or Coke. We saw Bethany with Skinny Girl, and she spun that up into something really massive and major. And I kind of feel like Loverboy, like we still have Kyle getting cases of it and going from club to club to club to get people to sell it. Like, it feels like it shouldn't need a DJ to get those cases moving. Do you know what I'm saying? Doesn't it feel like it should be farther along?
They talked about it a couple years ago or last year, and they were saying that it's not very successful and they're still in a ton of debt. And they were hoping with Loverboy that they were going to make this big company and sell it off and make a ton of money, but it's just not in a place where they can sell it off. So they're kind of stuck with it. trying to make the initial investment back so they can get out of it.
Yeah, I mean, they get so much promotion from the show. So I mean, I get it. Part of Loverboy has become totally linked with Kyle, and he is gonna still do these gigs, but there's part of me that just feels like if you have a relationship that is straining because of these DJ gigs, like, can you pull back on these DJ gigs? Like, at what point is Loverboy gonna be sort of its own thing that you're still gonna be able to sell units without you having to go hit the pavement every single day?
I mean, this was a problem before the
DJ.
It's just the problem was the same thing before the DJ career. It was Kyle's going out and partying every night. Kyle just wants to go out and party every night. He needs to be with somebody who wants to go out. I don't think Kyle's evil for wanting to go out and party every night. He just needs to find somebody that wants to go out and party. He needs to find a party person. Amanda wants to sit on the couch and watch TV and like have that kind of a life, which is that's good too. She should have that. Yeah, they just need to be more compatible with whoever they're with,
Yeah, that's the thing. And that's what we've been saying for years and years. And, it sounds like Amanda is finally hearing the chorus of us on the internet. But like, ultimately, you can't force someone to be. Getting married is not going to change someone into the person that you want them to be. It's not like, oh, they're so close to being the person that I want to be with, and once we're married, they're going to like change their ways because we're part of something bigger now. We want to start a family. They're going to give up whatever toxic behaviors or whatever behaviors and be the person that I want them to be. And it just doesn't happen, unfortunately.
Yeah. And so Kyle's like, wow, I did it despite you. That's an amazing summary of events. He goes, well, tell me where I went wrong, Kyle. And Sierra said, yeah, I mean, you summed it up perfectly. And she goes, yeah, right. I thought I nailed it. I mean, I thought that's exactly how it happened, Kyle. And Bailey's like, well, why don't you have a DJ name? And
the pressing
she was like, yeah, you need a DJ name. He's like, well, name aside, it's been such a blast, like merging all the hard work of Loverboy and people enjoying it while I play music, And Amanda goes, yeah, I love how he's spinning this. No pun intended.
My wife never asked me questions, and now she's actually just not even listening to me. Sarah's like, Amanda goes like, oh my God, yes, because I'm so jealous. It literally takes over my whole body. I wake up every morning just feeling total jealousy. And she's like, what? Did you say I was jealous? No, I was saying you weren't listening. Oh, well, clearly I wasn't listening.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's only so much I can Netflix and chill, so I had to go out and DJ. Sorry, I'm allergic to bullshit.
I thought he said I was jealous and I wasn't listening, and Levi and Bailey were like talking about how much they love to dance. And I said, perfect, because Kyle loves to play music for no one. This is not good.
This is not good. This is not good. She's being an asshole, but I was cracking up. And Bailey's like, well, I mean, you will never play music for no one again because we're going to dance. And he's like, okay, well, raise your hands if you guys want to go out. And so Carl's like, oh, me, I do. Out the mix. I'm out the mix. But I want to be in the mix, but I want to go out. Does that make sense? How are we going to work this into my slogan?
Hey, guys, I really want to be in the mix. That's why I will offer to clean while you guys go out tonight. But don't get used to it, newbies. This is a one-time only offering. In the mix from home while you guys are at a different mix. All right, bye, everyone.
Now Amanda and Sierra are in bed, and Jesse comes in, and we get the whole, oh my God, are you going to be part of the bed bugs? You want to be the new Paige? And we get the whole, everybody wants to be part of the bed bugs team.
Yeah. That continues on. Wes comes and sits down, and he's like, what are you guys gonna do tonight? And Amanda's like, Sierra's definitely staying in. He's like, but have you ever had dinner where a person cries on the first night? Wasn't that like crazy? And he's like, yeah, well, the good news is I think I like them. Yeah, like Wes is like trying really hard to be a bed bug right now because they're like clocking Wes for trying to come in and start shit talking Bailey, and like no one really wants to do it because they like her. Like, stop! You're not messy. You can't do it. You can't crawl into bed and be gossipy with us. That doesn't work.
He's like, well, I want to apply to be a bed bug. I mean, can you be a bed bug, but like, I don't know, like still have fun still? It's like, I'm sorry, but are you implying that the bed bugs aren't fun? It's like, yeah, I'm saying that. I'm saying that. He goes, come on, guys, let me make a joke too. And Sierra's like, no, you're on probation, literally. Get out.
Get out of here. So Amanda's like, yeah, there's 2 new girls here. Like, why are you guys like even hanging out with us, not with them? And Wes is like, because they're crying, remember? Because they cried. I'm a bed bug. I made fun of them crying.
So now we go to a sad Kyle monologue. He's kind of like not really unpacking, but just kind of throwing stuff around in his bag, talking to himself for the cameras. He's just like, wow, this shit. Where's everybody? Every summer, Amanda makes me feel like I don't exist. She doesn't give a shit. Amanda doesn't even like me. What am I even doing here?
Leading up to this first weekend, we just haven't had a ton of time to spend together. Like between January and June, I spent maybe 1.5 weekends in the city. I'm literally DJing everywhere. So I was just like hoping to kind of like reunite and rekindle things with my wife. But like just right out of the gate, it was clear that like, no, it's discouraging. It's because you have been gone every weekend from January to June. And now all of a sudden Amanda has to just stop everything because now on your terms, you want to have like couple time. And that's like why should she have to, why should she have to now spend her summer, her fun time with the friends being like, oh wait guys, I have to have a couple time with Kyle. Like, I get it. If you really care about your marriage, you'll try to take advantage of those moments. But Kyle's acting like some, external force pulled him away from Amanda. Like he was drafted into the army. It's like, no, you made the choice to book up all your weekends. You have full control over your calendar. You do not have to do that.
Well, it definitely made a lot more sense. It definitely made a lot more sense why Amanda's so pissed, because he's never there. And then he's like, oh, I thought we were going to get to spend time together now that we're scheduled to be on a TV show together. It's like,
yeah,
well,
I decided this is when I want to be available to you. So you have to like get on board and have couples time now. It's like she has no say in this.
So now everybody but Amanda and Sierra go out. And they're in bed, and Amanda's like, what do you think it would be like to be young again? She's like, I'm literally 29. Get off my ass.
I'm literally younger than the newbie. It's weird.
So what's going on with you and your husband? She's like, well, he gets on my nerves. But I'm like, I was with friends the other night, and they like, one of them has a friend that's like a DJ, and he has a wife and kid, and he goes out to DJ, but he doesn't drink, and then he goes home as soon as the set's done. And I'm like, not Kyle. Kyle finishes his set, and he goes and drinks, and he hangs out with the owners, and he goes out with the fans. He goes to breakfast with the fans. I mean, yeah. And then there's like another fucking rumor, because someone wrote to like Page 6, like, Kyle has been seeing X, Y, and Z, and Kyle was like, there's no truth to this. And then like they squashed the article, but it's just like, I don't know, like I'm just numb to it now, and that scares me. I shouldn't be numb.
That's bad. Like that is bad. Like now that because it means she just doesn't care anymore. She's just sort of given up, and now she's just going through the motions. So she says, I used to have crazy reactions. I used to call him, I'd just be like sobbing, and I couldn't sleep until he got home. And now I'm just like, fuck it. I don't even care what he's doing. But being whatever about everything is really not a good sign. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah. She seemed like that for a few years. So she's like, yeah, I've been dealing with this for 10 years. And I thought when you fall in love, and then you choose a person, you get married, and then you have kids, and then things get difficult. And Sierra's like, yeah, you didn't sign up to be with a fucking DJ, that's for sure.
Yeah. So Amanda's like, I didn't think shit would be this hard in the first few years. Like, this is not where I thought my life would be right now. But unfortunately, it's exactly where we thought your life would be right now. So
yeah, you can't see it when it's you. It's so easy to see it when it's everybody else. But man, so now everyone's out partying. Now this is the next thing the next flag that comes up for the new guy. He's doing push-ups at the club.
Yeah, that was weird. I don't like when men do fitness as either a dance or I just don't want to see fitness at the club. Like every now and then, for instance, if you go to like the Abbey or like a gay bar and there's like a go-go dancer, instead of dancing, you'll see like a guy doing yoga moves. I'm like, you're doing yoga. You're not being a go-go dancer right now. You're just doing yoga moves. Or sometimes they will just do push-ups. And you're like, why are you doing this right now?
I'm not putting $1 in your ass crack while you're in the namaste. Come on, man.
This is not what we're here for.
Yeah. So now everybody comes home at like 2 a.m. and goes to bed, but it's freezing in the house. The air conditioner's crazy in there, so it's going to be a problem. And then Jesse comes in. Jesse and Wes go into the girls' room, and they're like, "Oh my God, it's cold, right?" And this is where I was like, "Ew, get out of here, you creeps." And Jesse's like, "This is a crazy room. I mean, I'm not going to tell you how to live. All your clothes are on one bed, and then you're cuddling on another bed. What?"
Jesse the neat freak is losing his mind. I mean, has he seen Sierra's room though? I feel like maybe Sierra's room has gotten like a little bit better. I feel like in Sierra's early days on the show, we just kept on seeing that bed, that laptop on the edge of the bed, by her feet. Oh my God, nightmare.
So they're like, "This is normal, whatever." So Kyle goes to bed and he's like, Amanda, what, Kyle? Do you have an eye mask? No, Kyle, I forgot my eye mask. Maybe you'll find it when you find your wedding ring, Kyle.
I know. It's in the upside down. So then Levi and, wait, is it Levi or Levy? No, it's Levi. Levi and Bailey are in bed together. And Levi's like, I'm probably going to take my clothes off in the middle of the night, just so you know. And Bailey's like, what? She's like, it's like, yeah. She's like, I can't sleep with clothes on. And she's like, I don't give you my consent to sleep in bed with you naked. That ends today. You're gonna keep your clothes on, Levi.
So now Kyle's like, she doesn't say anything. He's like, well, fuck me, God. And now it's the next morning. I mean, even this, like before he left, you knew she's upset because you're going out all the time, and she's staying home, so you're going out. Come on, man.
You just complained about couple time. Complained about you were hoping for couple time, and then you went out the first night.
And now the next morning, KJ makes everybody breakfast, and they've got 200 people coming to the party today, guys. So they've got to get ready. And now the new guy comes, and his name is Ben, and he looks like Notting Hill, Hugh Grant, and he's Australian. And he comes in, and the guys are like, "Oh my God, he's so handsome," because he is. He's really cute. And Wes is like, "Oh my God, he's so handsome. You're so tall. You're so tall. Hey, you're tall. Also, you smell really good. Wow, really cool guy."
He's a bit really cool. They like love him. He's got like the hair of like a Greek god. It's sort of like curly and swirly. And he's like, "So did you guys go out last night? Give it a crack? Oh, you a bit dusty? Are you all right? Do you meet any Sheilas?
Oh my God, are you from Australia? Are you from Australia? Talk more.
That's
so
right.
Amazing.
I am. I put some shrimp on the barbie last night.
Tall.
Kangaroos, wallabies, dingoes. Like, oh my God. I love the way you talk. Oh my God. Give it a crack, a little dusty. Rue, Sheila. Go on and on.
Yeah, well, I met Amanda at a wedding in Italy last year, and we were up. God, that was late. We stayed up. That was a great time, wasn't it, Amanda? And Wes is like, what, why is it so awkward now? Did you guys go to like an orgy or something?
Bailey's like, sounded like it. So Amanda says, Ben and I met at my best friend's wedding in Italy while we were skinny dipping. And how do I explain this? We ended up, me, the bride, and Ben, skinny dipping in the pool while Kyle was blasting a speaker, walking around outside the pool. And we really got to know each other at that point, fully nude. Was the groom not in the pool either? Wait, the bride was skinny dipping without the groom?
That's Italy.
Yeah,
So I think it's so funny that Kyle's just like not in the pool. He's just walking around with a boombox. Like, still DJing. I'm a DJ.
I'm setting the tone, man.
Wow, you've seen Amanda's boobs? I've never even seen Amanda's boobs. Yeah, it's that European water. And we see Kyle just getting perturbed. So then Sierra and Carl are knocking on Sierra's door while she's lotioning her legs. I have not seen this much suntan lotion being put onto a leg. It looked like she was icing a cake.
Yeah. Kyle was like, oh, whoa, is that lotion? I thought you were putting whipped cream on yourself, which is delicious. She's like, no, it just looks like it. It's just sunscreen. So how's it going out last night? I'm already bored with you, Carl. Oh, it was so fun. It was in the mix. It was like just really good to get the new kids out. Like I guess it was like I dropped them off and I was like, when you need me, I'll be in the car. So I just hung out in the station wagon the whole time. And then they came back and I drove them home. We went to McDonald's, got some milkshakes, and then I tucked them into bed. And it was just a great night. It was great. Love those nights.
Oh yeah, spent a lot of time in the parking lot. I did, however, get people to sign up to promise to buy Girl Scout cookies when it's that season again. So it was pretty productive.
Yeah, it was really in the mix. So she's like, okay, well, I'm gonna make an honest effort to go out more this summer. Like, I'm just like try to do it. He's like, whoa, really? You seem like you're in good spirits. Like, things are good, right? So you're still single, right? Because I'm single, and I don't know if you heard, but I'm hashtag in the mix. So just throwing my hat in the ring, softly, of course.
Yeah, I'm still single too. Wow, Sierra, one of these days, actually, in another world, you and I would be together and it would be perfect. It would be amazing. It would be soft. It would be soft. She's like,
Like on the soap
yeah, it's
opera?
not going to happen. So are you dating anyone, Carl? He's like, oh, not officially. No, I'm just, I'm like, I'm not like prioritizing meeting someone. I mean, I just changed my hinge, to show me like throwing a ball out at the Pirates game. So just waiting for that to really seed itself. Yeah,
I did.
no.
Yeah. I did hear from Lil. She's been taking magic lessons, and she learned how to pull a quarter out from behind someone's ear. So really excited for her. But I just think I want to just like move forward with someone new. So I don't know. Excited. And Sierra's
Yeah,
like,
I don't want to be like 90 and have kids. She goes, yeah, gross. You don't want to be like old picking up your kids. That's gross, like a grandpa. He's like, yeah, I'm already kind of a grandpa, I guess. Why aren't you laughing? That was a joke. She's like, oh, well, I mean, in this house you are. But like, I mean, at least Kyle's older.
huh. Yeah, I mean, I know. Well, it's like funny. Like I don't see Kyle that much. Like if I do, if I like don't go to a show, it's like hard to see him. It's just like miss spending, I don't know, like more quality time with him. You know, like I kind of feel like Kyle's just like not, dare I say, in the mix. I don't know.
So okay, he still loves Kyle, but never sees him. And he's not getting the emotional needs filled that he needs in this relationship. And Sierra's like, well, yeah, like the DJ thing is like ridiculous. Like now you're staying up all night with random fucking people. He's like, yeah, it's like, it makes me nervous for him and Amanda. Like 4 months ago, like he was DJing on a Thursday night at Penn State. I'm like, you're going to Penn State on a Thursday night? She goes, the college? Wow. What's the logic there? He's like, yeah, it just seemed a little off. Oh.
This kind of
It
like
was
other
off.
life that he's been leading is just like the last 12 months, which is like DJing and like hosting these parties, like just isn't aligned with what like should be going on in his life. Okay, which is like really committing to his wife and like getting back into like good foundation in his relationship and like planning for a future in the relationship and like I don't know, like coming and supporting soft bar. That would be nice too. If you could do that, that'd be great. You know, whatever. So Sierra's like, does Kyle think that there's just like anything wrong with what he's doing? And Carl's like, I think he knows that things need to be addressed, but I don't know. We just want you to be happy. And he basically is like, we just can see them living parallel realities and it's like not going in the right direction.
Yeah. So then everybody's getting ready for this party, and we're gonna fuck shit up. We've got corn dogs, a kissing booth. I mean, come on, guys. So they're helping to decorate, and there's going to be a petting yard or whatever you call that. What do you call it? A petting zoo. Yeah. So they're going to do that. And Kyle's untangling cords. He's like, yeah, you know what? I got to figure out what these 50,000 cords do. I'm a DJ. So, you know, like, and Amanda's like, whatever, Kyle. It's like, yeah, Amanda's like, I wasn't even thinking about you anyway being out here. I don't care if you're out here. We'll just have fun with your cords, Kyle. That's all she says to me.
Amanda. So they're all setting up and everything. And it's just, you know, people are like getting ready. And this is where Wes and KJ are at the ladder. And Wes is like, hey, how you feeling after night one? And KJ's like, I'm good. This morning was just like kind of an adjustment. Like I was just getting a bit anxious, you know, and no one knew. I was just kind of chilled out. So he tells us he's had anxiety since he was 14. He goes, Wes is like, do you like when people check in on those situations? Like, yeah, man, I really appreciate it. It's like, okay, well, that's what we're doing right now. This counts as my check-in. So KJ tells us, I think that's why skating's been so good for me. At least I'm least anxious when I'm doing extreme maneuvers. It's the daredevil, or if I don't not a daredevil, I just shut down. As an adult right now, that's how I handle anxiety.
I'm either rolling or I'm fetal, and that's anxiety. So then we go to Sierra and Amanda in bed, and Ben. Sorry, it's always the same. So Sierra and Amanda and Ben are in the kitchen talking, and we find out that Ben was on The Bachelor. He's like, "Please don't watch it. It was so embarrassing." I mean, when I walk in, this girl's here, this girl's there, and they're like, "Do you want to get married? What are your feelings? Are we in a relationship?" I'm like, "What the fuck? This isn't for me, right? They brought me here because I've got a full head of hair. I can't take this." I shaved it off, ran the fuck out of there.
So now he's gone from that experience at this house where people are like, so what's the deal? Are you married? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Do you want kids? What? They're basically asking the same questions in Summer House. It's like, but at least I don't have to choose anyone. So he's just like embarrassed about being on the
Bachelor is hardcore though. Oh my gosh, that one really is like you're like, hi, how are you? Well, my mom died when I was 3. I was really vulnerable right now, so like we're dating, right? It's like, whoa, what?
Cut to Bailey. It's like it's good thing he missed last night's dinner. My boyfriend broke up with me over sweet green.
Yeah.
So the animals are coming in. There's a donkey. Sierra's very happy. And Kyle's like, Amanda, here I was thinking you forgot how to pet cocks. Take note. And Amanda's like, okay, who wants to sleep in the bed with me tonight?
Yeah, Kyle. Oh. So now people come over. We get another 20 minutes of hellos while the donkeys come. And Daffy the donkey, winner of the episode, just making its rounds. And Carl, we see Carl flirting. He's like, oh, yeah, hey, what'd you guys do today? I had a pretty good day. I was in the mix. Basically ran 8 miles today. Yeah, so what'd you guys do? I'm at a party, okay? I want to hear about your fucking 8 miles. What are you, Eminem?
Training for a marathon.
Quiet.
Yeah, I'm Eminem. Oh, you gotta lose yourself a moment. Yeah. So Bailey, Carl, Levi and Bailey are playing like the hammer slam game, where you take the mallet. And they can barely get the thing to go up like 2 feet. So Carl's like, hold on, girls. Hold on. Okay, well, now that I'm in the mix, let me just show you how hard I can hit this. And so he like wails that hammer down on the thing. And the disc goes flying up and it hits the bell and it gets lodged in the bell. And like, oh my God, Carl, whoa.
I don't know my own strength. Oh, yeah. He's back. He's back, guys.
Yeah,
so now Sierra and Jesse are talking. Sorry, what'd you say?
With great power comes great responsibility. I have a responsibility to find someone to help fix this. Sorry, everyone.
Oh, let me get a step stool. And now we go to Sierra and Jesse, and they're talking about the party. And she's like, I mean, the party's great, and like the animals are amazing. Like I secretly think that like West got these animals as some sort of like apology to me. He's like, yeah, he literally said that to me last night. So he did do that.
She's like, are you joking with me? He's like, yeah. Well, intentional and not, it's a great peace offering. He's like, yeah, it's great. It's a fucking new summer, man. When you're in a house with a musician, a donkey, some models, let's have fun, man. She's like,
yeah, I fuck with Daffy. So yeah. So now Kyle's talking to some friends and they're like, so how's your summer going? You've been DJing a lot, right? Kyle's like, yeah, I mean, it's a good outlet for stress because Amanda doesn't even listen to me. And like, we're so opposite. She never even makes an effort. I hate talking about Amanda. That's what summer is. Oh my gosh.
I know. It's like, okay. Ben and Amanda are throwing footballs. They're doing like a carnival game, like throwing footballs to try to get through a hole. And they're being very flirty, et cetera. And Bailey joins, and she's like, have you guys ever been a share house before? And do you know if Sweet Green is available via delivery here? Because I need to start replacing it with good memories. And Ben's like, well, so I've stayed in like a hostel with like 400,000 people in bunk beds. So like a share house for me is just like no problem. Like, what are you talking about? So don't try to flex that like, okay, you traveled in hostels and backpacked. So Amanda's
like, a flex to say you stayed in a lot of hostels? Wow, we're really setting the bar low on Summer House.
Well, he's trying to do the thing of like, yeah, I've traveled the world, man. So Amanda's like, okay, and you're single, and basically, and do you have a type? Funny is like funny is the most important thing to me because like we're gonna get like ugly and we're gonna get old, and if you're not funny, I'm gonna get so bored. So it's really important for you to be funny. Amanda's like, I wasn't asking on your behalf, Bailey, if he's single. I'm not setting you two together.
Yeah, he's like, well, I look at the eyes. Eyes don't get old.
They literally get old.
As I'm like putting drops in mine to see better, hoping that I can see a little bit better.
Have you seen pictures of Scott Glenn recently?
Have you seen Michael Darby? So Amanda's like, oh my God, speaking of eyes, you guys have the same colors of eyes. And Beta's like, oh my God. I was like, can he stop staring at me with those crystal blue Australian eyes? I'm just like, whoa, oh God, keep talking in your Australian accent. Just say whatever you want. I don't care. Just say it, God. Your eyes. Say it with your eyes. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God, there's a great white shark in your eyes. How'd that happen? She's Australian. It's what we do.
So now Bailey goes over to Levi and she's like, oh my God, I was having a conversation with Australian Matthew McConaughey over there. God, I can never talk to him again. I'm physically in love. Like, oh my God, look at that man. Look at him.
So Kyle does a keg stand that goes on for over 30 seconds. And Sierra and Amanda are talking. And Sierra's like, it's kind of weird. Our first party without Paige or Lindsay. Yeah, KJ was making eggs. And I was like, oh, there's bacon in the fridge. And he was like, I don't know how to make bacon. And Sierra goes, Lindsay knows how to make bacon. Like, you know who else knows how to make bacon? YouTube. It's really not that hard to figure out. It's like, put it in a pan and let it go.
Yeah. So now they FaceTime Lindsay and Gemma. And they're like, we miss you. You know how to make bacon. It's like, oh my God, I miss you guys so much. Like, what's the scoop?
Sierra's like, the new guys, well, you would dominate. You would dominate. She's like, oh my God, I want to come out. I'll sleep and cuddle with whoever. It's like been a while. I'm like so desperate.
Me and you can sleep together and we can make Kyle sleep somewhere else. Cut to Kyle still doing a keg stand. I love Kyle's like, I'm in trouble for partying too much. I'm going to do a 20-minute keg stand.
And then Lindsay shows that there's like, she's like, look at this broken fan. Like Gemma just broke it. She's like so strong. Like, I can't believe she broke my fan. Like,
oh, wow. She must have gotten that from her almost father because I just broke the ding bell. Just broke it. Tell Gemma.
Oh, wow. Such parallels happening here. Wow. So Amanda's like, wow, she seems so happy. It's crazy. Like that baby changed her life. Wow, Lindsay. And Sierra's like, do you want to have babies? Like eventually, once I find the right guy. But like, I feel like the last 5 years, I've like lost myself. And I just really feel like, you know, I'm finally feeling good. And I just don't want to embrace it I mean, I do want to embrace feeling good for a little bit. I just don't want to embrace a baby with Kyle ever. Yeah. So, no.
So Carl checks in with Kyle and he's like, yeah, thanks for asking. I'm not well, bitch. Well, hey, you know, a lot of truth is said and just. You know, Amanda seems to be good overall. I mean, she's nice to us. Like, she's happier. She just seems solid. You know what I mean? But, you know, like, in this past few months, it seems like you guys are, like, drifting. That's not good. And I feel responsibility to help because I officiated your wedding. By the way, you're welcome for that. So are you happy? Like, oh, I'm happy showing people a good time. I'm, like, pressing play.
I just sort of feel like, you know, as someone who spent $20 to get officiated, to get an officiant's license online, I just felt like it's my obligation to put that $20 to good use. So I just want to make sure you guys stay together for the rest of your lives, okay? Wow. Where I'm happy is showing people a good time and like pressing play. Like, oh my God, that's the best. Pressing play. It's like, yeah, because you're getting attention, right? Therapist Carl's here. Don't worry. I can help.
Oh my God, he's talking to Carl. Do you think he's bitching about me? 110%. You've done nothing but bitch about him. Of course he's over there bitching about you. Yeah, I'm not even happy enough that you guys are getting divorced. You need to divorce like today at this county fair. I want Daffy to be the judge in your divorce proceedings. Just do it. Do it now. You're killing me.
Please do it. But so Sierra's like, well, here's the thing. Obviously, like, I don't have the best relationship with my dad, but I asked my mom, like, with this when she was dating, I was like, did you ever think about how this person would be as a father? And she was like, well, I assumed that everyone would be like my dad was, present and around. And I, like, can't imagine how you feel because he's, like, somewhere every other night. I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, he's already absent before the kid is here. So, ... I'll let you finish the thought for me, Amanda.
Yeah, so she goes on about he's always out, he's always drinking, and then the whole internet's rooting for their divorce. And she's like, yeah, the whole internet's like, leave him. And then it's all I hear all the time. And then when somebody tells you to do something so many times, you know, finally you start to believe it. And I'm like at a point now where I don't even know, like, is it my thoughts or is it the internet's thoughts? I was sham-wowing the other day and really thinking deeply on this. Couldn't figure it out.
She was like, I don't know.
So I was really
just love the
thinking
idea of
about it, but
Amanda
I spun a
being like-
wheel and I got $100 off a $300 purchase. And so I played again and I bought a few pairs of jogging pants I didn't really need and really tried to contemplate it.
I went to McDonald's and I ordered a cheeseburger and I thought, ICANN has cheeseburger? But was I thinking that or was that the internet?
Is Tom single? It's like early internet. You can only think of
Like, I'm just like the oldest me
super
and my
early
kids.
internet.
I mean, I was thinking, I was thumping grapes and I fell over and I was going, But was I saying that or was the internet saying that?
She's like, yeah, so, it's like, I'm just not sure if I'm just listening to the internet too much. Why are you elbow dancing? I'm sorry, I learned this. It's like doing a TikTok dance.
She's like, and I was trying to tell Kyle this over FaceTime, and then 2 little baby girls came walking in behind me, and I was like, is this happening or is this just an internet moment? So
Carl's like, oh, do you think she's happy? No. Why would you even need to ask that? We know everybody within a 5-mile radius knows Amanda is not happy.
Yeah.
Kyle's like, I don't know what's going to make her happy. I don't know if I can do it. I mean, when I actually say it out loud, it becomes more real. And that scares me. That scares me.
So scary. So now party time, lots of stuff is happening. KJ does a cannonball. Look, that's KJ getting wild, everyone. He put his hat backwards. And then Jesse and Wes are sitting down, and Wes is like, can I get a vibe check? And Jesse's like, I'm loving Sierra's energy. Just not just for you two, but like she also seems to be so happy and chill. It's like, yeah, like when the animals got here, I went upstairs. I was like, can I be a bed bug now? Because I got you animals. Yeah, she was really excited about that.
Yeah. And he said, yeah, she thinks that you did it to make peace with her. And he's like, wow, she said that to you? Wow. It makes me feel like I'm home again. So he says that he's learned to not expect too much, but he's not going to let it crush him this year if Sierra hates him still. And that's his plan for the year. And so they're talking about the new girls and they really like her. And he goes, yeah, that Levi girl's really fun. He's like, yeah, she's funny. Like she's wearing a corn hat and she's lying down and letting goats eat from her fucking body, bro. I mean, that's incredible. And then we see it happening. Yeah, I like that.
I love
girl
this
officially.
for Levi. I love her.
Too.
I love that she's like, I would rather have this goat like walk all over my body than talk to any of the douchebags in this house.
I wonder what Carl's talking about.
Oh,
Hey, guess what? I'm running a marathon. Yeah, I've been training. I ran 8 miles today. Yeah, pretty much. That's what I did.
Yeah. Hey, I'm ready to pie people in the face. And by pie people, I mean run a little bit longer than they're going to run today because I'm training for a marathon. Oh, it's a marathon pie.
That's what they do. They start pieing each other. Everybody gets pies in the faces. Then they jump in the pool. And Amanda's wearing this like nude colored bra. And so everyone's cheering for Amanda when she jumps in the pool. They're like, your boobs are amazing. And then the party's over. But Amanda's coming out. She's like, can I get a towel? And Ben, the hottie Ben, brings her one. And Kyle's like, oh, Amanda, you went naked? You went naked in the pool, Amanda? She's like, well, we were all in the pool together, Kyle. I wasn't naked. Kyle, you were the first one to pull your dick out publicly every single year. Really?
Every year.
And a dick is weirder to pull out than a boob. We all eat from boobs as babies. Well, most of us.
We've seen Kyle's ass so many times on this show. And then Amanda's, but on top of that, by the way, Amanda was clothed anyway. He's like, it's absurd. And she's like, why are you mad? She's like, that would have been fun if you like told me you were going to get skinny dipping. It's like, wait, Amanda now has to run it by you that she's going to go skinny dipping? No. When you've been absent the entire past 6 months, no.
And Kyle's been pulling off his clothes on running around naked on this show for years, a decade. But we know why he's really mad, which is that she was, in his mind, skinny dipping again with Ben, who's this hot, eligible man who's like more than willing to take Amanda off of his hands. And he's seeing it happen right in front of his face. And he's like, oh, shit.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So Amanda's like, we were all in the pool together, Kyle. And he's like, and Jesse is just like, Kyle, you can get naked too. It's like, no, Jesse, you're the worst mediator I've ever met in my life. Kyle, we were all in the pool. No, you were the only one who was topless. She's like, but I'm not topless. See, I've got a bra on.
He's like, I don't fucking believe it, Amanda. Jobless Amanda. Oh, yeesh. Yikes. Well, this is going down in flames. But at least we know that there's an end, because one thing that makes me crazy on this show is the endless Kyle and Amanda fighting and back and forth. It's endless. And finally in year 10, but of course, then they're probably all off the show this year because they're going to the city, their new show. So it's been 10 solid years of these two fighting. So Jesus, shut up. Just shut up. So at least we know there's an end in sight. Bless those kids.
It feels great that we don't have to like rev up our usual thing, which is to say, why don't you leave? Like one of you guys leave. Like Amanda, leave him already. Or Kyle, go pursue your dreams with someone who is going to be more interested in that kind of lifestyle. And it's great because we don't have to do that. We can just say, it's all happening. We're in the final stretch here, guys.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Well, don't forget to go vote for round 1 of the Golden Crappies. Open today, and grab your tickets at watchwhatcrappens.com. Also, live streaming tickets available for February 27th. We'll talk to you next time.
Bye.
Bye.